I'm sorry that I was late. I came in the car, and that was the problem. I should have been concentrating on the road. We don't know how many people Prince Harry killed in Afghanistan because there's a Taliban. Yeah, they say you are what you eat, but I'm no pussy. Imagine that, you go home tonight, a 67-year-old bloke. Oh, there was a 67-year-old bloke talking about eating pussy. Yeah, I know that one leaves a bad taste, but you know, but no, the good news is I've got a part-time job in a bowling alley. I'm temping. Yeah, my wife said to me, why don't you grow a beard? I said, we don't have to do everything together. Yeah. I've got a really good gag about the Titanic. It always goes down well. And I've got a really good gag about my wife. She always... Sorry, no, that's got that wrong. Sorry, not concentrating, no. But I said to my wife, actually, we've been married 34 years nearly, and I said to her, you know what, I'm going to ask you, are you seeing someone else? She said, only when you're shagging me. Now, we called our first child Justin. It reminds us of how he was conceived. And the second lad, he was conceived in deepest Hertfordshire, and that time it was Welling. Yeah. You know, I like picking up blokes on building sites. I really do, yeah. And that's why they call me a jack off all trades. I said to the foreman, would you like a hand job? He said, not on my watch. Yeah. So I'll tell you about my dad. My dad, he died about 35 years ago, and we're all in the hospice. Very sad, you know, the whole thing. And the thing about my dad was he was a compulsive gambler, so it was quite poignant that he went at 10 to 1. I mean, the thing is, if he'd gone at 20 to 1, I'd have made a few bob out of it. But, you know, that's the way it goes. So, I don't know, I missed the live coverage of the World Hairdressing Championships, but I managed to catch the highlights. I left my dentures at the opera. Well, it was okay, I had a falsetto. I was gutted not to make the high jump team at university. Never got over it. People ask me stupid questions, like one guy the other day says to me, what's it like living in Surrey? I said, well, it's got its ups and downs. And another bloke said to me, thinks he's clever. He said, why did the cast of Star Trek leave the set? But I knew the answer. Because William Shatner. Oh. Yeah, it's great. Gigs down here are fantastic, G&B, particularly here. It reminds me of Joseph Fritzl's basement. Yeah, and I don't like to boast, but I've written a book about Joseph Fritzl, and you know what? It's a bestseller. Oh dear me! I'll tell you something. I don't get paid for doing these gags, you know, but I've been offered big money to stop. We'll take a break from the puns now. I'm going to give you a lesson in economics. Always do this for the youngsters. Actually, I was at the Leicester Comedy Festival on Friday. Fantastic gig there with Masai Graham, his one-liner show. And most of the crowd were kind of 40s plus. So I couldn't do it to them, but I'll do it to you. So myself and my wife, we bought a house in Stoke Newington in 1997. And yeah, it was the day Tony Blair got into government, and it cost us 135,000 English pounds, and it's 26 years on, and well, estate agents keep coming round. It's worth 1.5 million, 1.6. One guy told me last week 1.7 million pounds. And the thing is, it's all paid for. So fuck you, hipsters. Usually gets a bigger roar than that. I have to say. Anyway, so I was at the doctor's the other week, and I said to him, I can't stop eating polo mints. He says, you've got a mental health problem. He said, I can't see you now, come back after 8. I was in the reception there, and there was a woman in front of me in the queue, and the receptionist said to her, can I help you? She said, yes, I'm waiting for my x-ray. And then the receptionist said, well, don't worry, darling, I'm sure he'll be here soon. X-ray, my x-ray. Okay, forget it. And when it came to my turn to be addressed by the lovely receptionist, she said, can I help you, sir? I said, yes, repeat prescription, please. She said, prescription. Okay. They're all very good. I wanted to, can I do some edgy stuff? Are you up for that or not? Are you? Yeah. Okay, it's not particularly PC, but you know what? You know, it's like, hang on a minute. Are any of you people, you probably don't even know what it is, are any of you members of the Mile High Club? Yeah, you know what the Mile High Club is, yeah? Yeah, you know what it is, okay. I'm not really that bothered about the Mile High Club. In fact, I don't give a flying fuck about it. Sorry, what was I going to talk about there? Did I tell you?
Something edgy.
Something edgy, right, you're going to get the edgy stuff then. Let's give it a try. So, I'm very kind, me, really kind. And the other week, my Danish friend asked me to go and fix his sound system. So of course, because I'm a nice guy, I obliged. And it all went very well. But apparently, I wasn't also supposed to bang Olaf's son. Okay, that one, been dating, we'll go a bit further. By the end of the evening I'm going to be lynched. Okay, I've been dating a woman with learning disabilities. It's going well, but she won't go downs on me. Oh, okay. That one went down very well in Leicester, so it's no surprise there. I have to tell you though, sometimes it's not always jokes and things in life, you know. I've had my problems, as I'm sure we all have. And actually, I have to tell you, last week, it wasn't easy for me. I don't want to go into the details, but I was, it's difficult to talk about it. I was in a very bad place. Croydon. And it got worse actually in the afternoon. I had to ring the Samaritans, and that didn't go well. They kept me hanging. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about restaurants, shall we? I was in an Afro-Caribbean takeaway the other day. The guy said to me, jerk chicken, sir? I said, I'd rather eat it. I was in a Chinese restaurant and lights were ridiculously bright. So I called the waiter over. I said, can you dim some? Okay, so we've got a French electrician. He's called Serge. Would you believe it? His father was in the resistance. We've got a Romanian travel agent. Very good if you want to book a rest. We got a Mexican carpet fitter. He does the Andalay. We've got a Swedish courier. He's okay, but if you know him, he just takes the stock home. Yeah, my younger lad, who's 23, and you know he's a bit streetwise, said, "Dad, do you want to join our street gang?" I said, "Yeah, I'll give it a stab." Yeah. The thing about one-line jokes is they can't stop you laughing, can they? And I want to tell you something. I got fired once for laughing. But, Star of Kings, I was driving a hearse at the time. I'm Mark Rivlin, thank you.